mute audio tests. And they don't stop coming, 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 and they stop coming.
Okay. Long time ago. They don't like us anymore.
Oh. And
Previously on Aspiring Dungeon Master.
out of the office of the quarry, you see a short, sort of pot-bellied woman heading through the quarry, and she sees the two of you and immediately turns around and heads back. Jarrell, you start looking around, and outside of the quarry, standing at the opposite ledge on the northern side, you see a group of shadowy figures just standing at the edge of the quarry. The one directly in front of Prava and Kami says, "We are the bringers of woe. We are here to reward your curiosity." And with that, they drop their cloaks off of their bodies, revealing that they are all wearing leather armor. The three in front have maces, the three in back have crossbows. Roll initiative.
I get attack of opportunity.
Yeah, but no one was in your range in the first place.
He was right there.
The guy that left.
Yeah.
The guy that he
you
threw
can
the
make an
staff
attack
at.
with disadvantage. You slash, you hit the back of one shin, and he screams, keeps running. You haven't, severed his Achilles tendon or anything, and he keeps running off.
The bad guys have slipped out of the party's grasp and seem to disappear into a quarry. It's time to go into full split up and look for clues on Aspiring Dungeon Master. I should maybe hold the mic farther away or turn down the gain, and then do the opposite thing during the show, because I don't understand why it's so quiet.
Which is ridiculous for a tiny little bag.
So I always assumed it came with those items.
Yeah. You could assume that it comes with a few castings. Anyways.
Get an arcane focus.
Recording's on.
Hello.
Alright. To recap what happened, you guys got your
cap?
shit wrecked. Huh?
Huh?
You all leveled up, right?
Yes.
You all did your stuff?
I don't know the basic leveling up stuff. I added my new spell.
You just got the spell, the font of magic, and your hit point increase.
Did you already roll for your
And
hit
that's
points?
it?
You gain
Yeah.
advantage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Your
From
proficiency
first
doesn't
to
go
second
up
level.
because we're only second level.
I think
Oh, yeah,
it
I was
goes
just
up
making sure
around
there wasn't any,
4th or 5th level.
attribute increases or anything. I think that's third level, isn't it?
Fourth.
Fourth. Yeah.
Do you already roll your hit points?
Yep. I didn't roll. I just went with the average
Yeah.
because I don't want to get anything less than 4 points increase.
I feel.
Get out of here.
Yeah, there's not a
Cross
lot
roll
of leg room for a sorcerer to get higher.
Twice in a row.
Wait, does my hit dice go up by 1 too?
Yeah, you have a hit die for each die that's been rolled for your max hit points.
So you can
For
regain
each
those
level.
short
So then
rests.
it'll be 2d of 6.
So it's not.
Well, he has
2D?
6.
Oh, okay.
Sorcerer has a d6 hit die.
I was just making sure it's still 1d6. or
It's 2 now.
It's 2d6 now.
Mm-hmm.
So next level, when I roll hit points, I can roll 2d6s? Or
No.
just...
The 2d6s.
Well, at a short rest, you can roll 2d6 plus your Constitution modifier, or a d6 and your Constitution modifier, and see if that heals you, and then another d6 and your Constitution modifier.
You expend them at a short
Or I
rest.
don't know if you get to add your Constitution modifier
Dex
twice.
saves versus things I can see.
Yeah.
You do
have-
if you use them at different rest.
At different rests, yeah.
What's up?
So basically, you have a larger pool of hit dice to heal yourself, and you get half of them back at a long rest. So,
I need to take my map out. And map, and the map.
you guys all wake up in your sleep cheap room the next day. Galavan wakes up very slowly. And what do you guys proceed to do?
I start the morning by undergoing rituals. I take out my priestly items and just start to pray and meditate silently.
I go down and I get myself some ale.
Yeah. Crop doesn't get ale. He gets water. And yeah, he gets water.
Right, that's the five. What was it? Coppers for the ale.
Yes.
Go outside.
5 coppers.
I almost said 5 silver, so I'm just like, let's just jack these prices up. We got adventurers willing to pay anything.
I'm basically doing somewhat of the same thing Galavan's doing, and I'm praying to a Bahama in Draconic.
Cool.
I give my mad respects to Tempest.
My mad respects.
My new god. I gotta learn how to pray to him.
Yo.
I still don't know.
I look up into the air and I'm like,
Kami
That's it.
just looked off the sky.
Limvor is gonna judge you. But you with people just like you, I don't think you're gonna like it very much.
this one's for comfort.
He's not even like that either.
I keep thinking you say Calibrimborn. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Calibrimborn.
Shadow of War?
Calamari? Cool.
I pray to the god Calamari.
Katamari Damacy?
No,
Yes.
I can't have energy drinks. My heart will explode.
Oh, you're right.
It cures exhaustion.
It
Anyway.
causes exhaustion.
I asked, what's her name, so lady, to
The inn.
Celestia.
Kaylessa.
Kaylessa
Stop putting eyes in my
For a
character's
full-
name.
Kalessa.
for a standard breakfast.
Same.
Alright, I will go pull more sausages out of the stable area.
It was good.
where the cooks are.
I head
What was I saying?
downstairs.
A silver each for the breakfast.
I got it.
I head downstairs.
My man.
Alright.
Good morning.
I had a curious question. I don't know.
Good
I don't
morning.
remember if this is all the time when people are praying to gods. Don't you roll a d20 for, it's like you get like a religious encounter when you're praying or not?
I've never heard of that before.
I don't know. I thought I remembered something like that. I was just throwing it out there.
Might be a homebrew.
It might have been.
The closest thing I know of is there's like a spell called Divine Favor. You can ask for your god to intervene, but it has a very low chance of working.
Oh shit, I need my dice.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Where is the innkeeper?
She comes back inside the back door.
Good morning, madam. May I have something to eat?
Alright, is the 1 silver for the breakfast that you're making?
Very good breakfast, might I add. Thank you.
I hand her a silver.
Alright. She goes back out to the back. She comes back in.
Oh. That was quick.
At this point,
I mean, she doesn't have the food with her. She just went out to tell the chefs to make the food.
I see.
at this point, I've already finished with my morning prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Great breakfast the second time up.
Oh, I see you've all already eaten.
I have not eaten yet.
Ah,
Apparently she came back in without my food.
It's worth the wait.
any suggestions, friends?
Hmm?
Any suggestions?
Oh,
On how we should spend the day, I suppose?
Oh,
No, I meant on breakfast.
that's what I thought.
Oh, I see.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I wave to one of the servants. An ale, please.
The standard was good.
It's the girl you saw coming out of the helm of, at High Sun last night. And she nods and pours you a drink and says that'll be 5 coppers.
I hand her the 5 coppers. Thank you,
Ale.
madam.
Pass them over to you.
Is Kalyssa inside?
Yeah. She's
Kalyssa, one breakfast for my friend over here.
all right.
To Jordan.
1 more silver.
You deserve it. You almost died. So did I.
She goes back out,
Good war.
kind of shaking her head like
We
to
all
spend
came down
more
at different
than-
times.
Like to spend more than 15 seconds in this building. And she comes back inside.
no.
And
All right.
runs for the road.
Madam, is there perchance you could tell me about the places around town? Oh, we have not walked all over, and I am not sure with some of the locations.
Welcome to the Let's Get Our Map Straight episode.
Is 16
Somebody
a bad
pointed
number?
out on the chat that it was important to know the locations around town.
That was you. I just said you were making a lot of assumptions about the people without knowing any of the people.
You're right. Now we know all the people.
You don't.
I finally finished my breakfast while everybody's asking these questions.
Oh yeah.
have I gotten my breakfast yet?
Yeah, you've all gotten your breakfast at this point.
Okay.
I head back
The
upstairs to
same
grab
maid
all
brings
my
it back
gear.
to you.
Thank you very much, Calissa.
Thank you for breakfast.
That'll be 2 gold for the
Well, you should have said that up front.
Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to extort people.
That's a very good point.
We're both very head. So I'm gonna step outside, hopefully with
I come with.
Krava behind me, and out of character, can I use my background feature, which is for urban bounty hunters, to know contacts in most cities, to like know any information about these bringers of woe?
What exactly does the
Yeah.
bounty hunter thing say?
It's
Arguing about you have contacts in most cities that can provide you with information.
Most cities.
Segment of society.
I'll show you
Chosen
most
quarries
cities.
move through. These people might be associated
I
with the
have
criminal
2,
underworld,
12
rough and
and
tumble
18
folk
are
of the
office,
streets,
so I don't
members
know
of
what
high
kind
society.
of office they are.
They are-
Connections
I
and
don't
forms of
either.
contact in the city
I just
and
know if we
many
need to go
visits.
to
The person
office.
provides information about the people and places of the local area. Yeah, that would essentially be Lauren.
The baker?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
You have to go back. At least you have
I
two
just
means
want
to
to
contact them.
keep welcoming you to my bakery.
Bones? So I...
Do you smell the bones?
Oh, in the trash?
Don't talk about Emma like that.
Ouch.
Emma,
no
listen to our
bones.
podcast.
Who's
Ah.
Who's them?
Emma, she went here last year.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm gonna go up to the rest of the gang as long as we're all heading outside, right?
Zoinks. Sorry.
Do we all head outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start. I chug my ale down and walk with you guys.
I suggest we speak with the baker.
Why is that?
Oh, he may know something about what happened last night. Do batter. I don't know how to say.
Keep
doers
getting
of
worse
no
and
good?
worse.
Are you-
Doers of no do.
Why are you talking about his batter?
Although the bringers of woe may be evil and sinister, maybe occasionally they come for a little bit of bread once or twice.
Oh,
If you think it will help.
I suppose so, but
Maybe out of
how would
disguise.
he... Oh, well... I'm trying to think of how he would know that they would have anything to do with them, even if they did come for bread. But you bring up a good point, because if he's seen anyone injured come into his shop today, then we would know that.
Well, then let us not waste any more daylight.
Mm.
Allow me and Crawford to do the talking. He seems a little off-put whenever he's around a more, what's the word? Charismatic individuals.
He likes me because I don't speak too well.
Well, if that's his thing, I suppose so.
Shrugs.
As long as it just
This
says
is a
another word.
character.
Oh, okay.
I don't say much.
All right, then let's go. And we go to the bakery.
As you start walking away, I'm still standing in place.
Hey,
Gallivant.
you going?
Let us go.
Alright.
Alright, you head over to the bakery and step inside, and they're just starting to be moving around. Mangabarl is already energetic. It's early in the morning. Welcome back, my friends.
Yes. Mango Barrel, how are you today?
I am wonderful. It's a bright morning. It's beautiful. None of these strange fogs or winds are going to ruin my day today.
Strange fogs.
Yes, the ones. Yes, the Summer Hills have been very strange as of late with the strange weather occurrences. And
Maybe we can have a discussion about this outside.
Why would you need to do that?
Just, it seems like such a lovely weather. Why would we waste it? Isn't that right, Mango Barrel?
That is what
Why are you
I
laughing
said.
so much?
Sorry.
That is what I said.
Am I missing
Yes,
out on some
let-
sort of joke?
Let us go outside. Yes.
Yes.
Come on, out the back door.
Here.
That smells like bread.
Grava,
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
come.
I just
Okay.
keep an ear out for whatever they're saying.
By the way, Grava passed gas in character in 1 minute.
Come on, man.
That's why he was laughing.
I step outside, somewhat kind of deep-minded on
19
the way.
plus- an insight check, you said?
Perception.
Okay. 21.
Nah, unnatural 20.
Let's step
Ah,
outside
so you're
where my
basically-
friends can hear me
Yeah,
just
you're
as
basically
well.
just gonna hear this whole conversation, albeit muffled. But
I step outside.
So, what can I do for you, my friends?
We were attacked last night by some mysterious figures.
Well, you sure seem to be coming closer to Red Larch every day. I'll be amazed if people stick around much longer if things persist like this.
Well, 2 of them were injured very badly.
I killed the other one.
He did. We were wondering if you have seen anyone that may have entered your store.
There were 6. 5 now.
Whenever this attack happened, we just opened up today. If you were attacked yesterday, I haven't seen anyone
So far?
So far today, no.
All right.
Wish I had telepathy.
I'd like to know if you do see anything, let us know.
The injuries.
And second of all, I would like, you said you had a contact, cousin, something having to do
My
with the Zentara.
cousin is a member of the Zentarium, yes.
All right.
You can't see me.
What's that?
I already knew it. I didn't.
Pretends to roll die, doesn't even have die out. Natural 20.
Is there any other, what's it called? Any other contacts with the Zentarium around this area?
Not that I am entirely aware of. I know that there is business at the inn you were asking about before, and my cousin doesn't talk to me incredibly often, but he does tell me things.
Where is he?
He mostly operates in Yartar.
That's far from here.
A fair distance to walk up to the northeast.
And anything
Yartar
else?
is a fairly well-known city. It's also in your handout that is known for criminal activity. And
Is there anything else you can tell us? Maybe anything that would help us find some leads on whoever did this?
you might check the boarding house. There are, if somebody were staying here that wasn't a well-known member of society that was staying here and wasn't, a proprietor, they'd probably either be staying in the inn, in which case I would think that you would have noticed them already, or the boarding house, unless they were some farmer living around the area or had their own campsite.
Well,
It's a lead.
it's as good enough as we needed.
Yep.
I appreciate this. And then I start to walk back towards the store.
I opened the door rather abruptly.
How close are you standing to the door?
I assume I'm not standing in front of the door.
Well, how were you listening then?
I was just listening. And was
Through
I near
the
the
wall?
door? Yeah.
Roll.
I mean, that's what I imagine myself doing. But if I'm standing near the door, I'm
You're
standing
just
near
like
the door.
standing away and like just hoping the sound will come through the wall.
Yeah.
Clearly. Alright, re-roll that perception check with
You want me to
disadvantage.
reroll? Aww.
Unless you're face against the door.
Alright, I'm near the door.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Didn't see you. Sorry.
It's fine.
Friends, we to be off. Come.
Understood. Thank you for your business.
Mangabar.
Mangabar.
Mango. Thank you.
Ah, yes, please, come back anytime to my bakery.
God, I wish we didn't have to.
So what did he say?
We may have a lead towards the boarding houses.
Boarding houses?
Blob, wherever the hell that is.
You enjoy the weather?
Oh, you mean
It's beautiful.
Building 4. It's right across the street, it should be.
Just smiling.
No, not across the street, but it's in the eastern section of town.
Yes,
I've-
it calms him down quite well.
I would request that at least I go speak to Emdar. I'm interested to see if he's had any injured parties come in.
I would like to talk to him about Tempest, the god of honorable battle.
If you must. Would you like to split up? It doesn't seem there's any immediate danger in town.
I've had a thought of my own.
What's that?
I think it would be wise to talk to the tailor. The tailor knows many men, and if someone would need to fashion robes or perhaps make those masks, maybe the tailor knows something.
What about the same guy who works for leather, right?
There is also a leather work.
Is that body still in the quarry?
Ha! Probably.
If we were to take
you
measures...
At
remember
this
where
moment,
it
you
is?
hear a shout coming from the quarry.
Yeah, I kind of left it where I drew the symbol. in.
Ah!
Jarrell, let us go to the tailor. You deal with the body and Dr. Emdar. Come there.
Alright, you deal with the body.
We
I'll talk
run
to
away.
the body?
You left it too.
That's true. Let's go deal with the body.
Okay.
So,
As I'm walking away, keep the body. We may need it.
All right.
Technically, Harburg left the body too. By the way.
Harburg kind of assumed you were dragging the body away. Harburg was not leaving the body. You took it away from him.
That's true.
So you guys are going to the quarry,
Yes.
and you guys are going to the tailor?
We're going to the tailor, yeah.
Alright, so the two people headed to the quarry. You arrived to see the, where did you leave it behind the...
I left it by the stone where I drew the symbol in blood. In gray
Just
matter.
grab it.
Okay, so you gather around. There's a group of like the miners at the quarry. Several of them have their pickaxes already, and they're all sort of gathered around the dead body with its severed skull.
Apologies, men.
Pushes through the crowd. Woo!
Did any of you know this gentleman?
There's not a sound.
I suggest
Most of them are kind of...
Well, he tried killing me last night, so I killed him instead. Forgot where I put him, and back to...
If
dispose
anybody
the
knows
body.
anything about this man, I would suggest they speak up now, lest their families' lives be in danger for more of these individuals. Any word?
We'll be on our way. Thank you. I just pick it up under my arm, holding like a ball in my arm.
It's
carry
heavy.
it off.
Are the rocks still there?
Yeah.
Good day, gentlemen.
And
Have a
the
good one.
brain mark on the...
Yeah. Oh, does anybody
rocks
recognize
and
that
blood
symbol?
everywhere.
Anyone? No. Okay. Well,
Probably
dispose
time
of
to
the
go.
body.
This is
I'm
amusing.
sorry for the inconvenience. If anybody has anything to know about this stuff, come see us at the tavern. Thank you. I walk away with the body.
Alright.
What are we doing with the body?
Where are you going with the body?
As
I
long
said
as we're
keep
walking
the body. You said keep the body. What do you want me to do with
While
the
we're
body?
walking over to the town, like, they'll probably figure it out in a good way, right?
I'm sure.
Alright, so while you guys figure out what you're
What we're
doing
gonna
with the
do
body, you guys
Lawful good paladin.
head over to building 4.
I don't want to dig a
You guys head over to a 3-story dilapidated
Okay,
boarding
here.
house with many balconies and outside staircases.
Did we go to the boarding house or the tailor?
Oh,
do
right,
where they did
the
the
tailor. You're headed to 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. You head to Helver
Yes, sir.
Tarnlar. The clothier, it's a square two-story building standing at the intersection of the Long Road and the Cairn Road. Its signboard is painted with the images of a well-dressed lord and lady, one on each side of the board. Ornate scrollwork iron bars protect the windows.
By the way,
I'm trying to find 7 on the map. There
Just
it
so
is.
you're
Found
aware.
it. It's right in the middle.
I go for the handle and try to enter.
You step inside and you see 2 people, both dark-skinned humans, both wearing very fanciful clothing, and there's a man and a woman. The man walks up to you and says, welcome to Elvers Tanla's clothier. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Oh, a tailor. One of my favorite places in towns. Say, what is your specialty here?
Well, this is how all aristocrats wear their boots in Neverwinter. Hats such as these are all the rage in Silvery Moon. We do everything exactly as requested.
Great.
Oh, very nice. I'm a big fan of robes myself. Have you anything particular?
I'm especially fond of this Waterdeep fashion with their, I forget the name of the one. It's like a fur cape that drops down like halfway down your back. It's like what Jon Snow wears.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like,
And then the rest of it is very, like, well-designed red with gold trim around it.
do you have anything of darker colors?
Dark, we can do dark as well. We've got some dark blues. I am especially fond of purple. We don't often do black. Not a lot of people in this area are very fond of the color black, but we do have the materials to do it if one was requested.
Oh, that's very interesting. Have you ever had anyone order black material?
Occasionally, every once in a few months, they're usually gloves or hats or boots.
Say, do you know anyone in the town who might be well at fashioning masks?
Masks? I'm certainly a wonderful fan of the masquerade balls, but we never get any such requests here.
Oh, that's fine. Can I use insight to...
Go ahead.
20.
Natural 20. Plus 4.
Let's see if he gets a natural 20 in return. Alright. Get out of my face.
He's so frightened that he just drops all his things.
So, what exactly is your insight detailing?
I'm seeing if he's lying to me.
Oh no, he's not telling a single lie. In fact, he has no interest in anything but convincing you of the value of his wares.
Okay.
Great.
Thinking I'm just formulating where I'm going from here.
I have the cloak on me.
You have the cloak on.
The cloak from
Did
the
you?
guys. Yeah, I took it.
What does it look like?
What does it look like?
It's a simple black cloak. It's kind of made of a not the most comfortable material. It's sort of rough cloth. Has a hood that comes up. It's very large and loose fitting.
Rough cloth, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to know anything about it. I think we have a better chance talking to the leather guy and seeing if he's made any armor with the special symbol.
Yeah,
Jordan,
that might be a good way to go.
I'm gonna tell him
I kind
about it.
of browse his wares a little bit and just, well,
Oh, say, have you, can you make me any bags or just, of any sort?
A bag? I've never been requested to create something other than clothing before. I can certainly manage such a thing. It's just an odd request.
I would fancy a bag that I could mount on my horse.
A fanciful sort of dress?
Nothing too fancy. I'm looking for more practical, good materials.
He's taken out like a small notepad and just walked over to a desk where there's an ink and a well. He's writing
something
down
durable, you know.
Durable, not too fancy. I think we can manage that. Any colors you have in mind?
Preferably a light tone of tan or white, or yellow works for me.
All right, I think we can manage that within the next day or two.
Yes, preferably it would be 6 feet long.
6 feet long. I'm just trying.
Tall, in
tall.
other words. Like
a
6 feet long.
It's for his horse's dick.
In real life, I'm just like, are you carrying dead bodies in this bag?
Actually.
Okay.
We'll carry the body in.
There's a lot of things you can do with a bag. Hundreds.
Things to do.
All right, I think we can do this. Is there a place that I can find you, or would you just like to come back in a certain amount of time?
I have a room at the.
We will come back and see you.
Oh, yes, we'll come back.
All right.
And do you have any coin purses, just regular ones, or perhaps at least a foot tall small bags?
I do have one that would have a cost of about 5 gold pieces for the bag itself.
Persuasion check.
I'm looking at anything sort of. I'm nothing fancy or strange, just regular old-fashioned bags.
Well, for a regular old-fashioned bag, this is a place of high finery, you know? You can get all the greatest designs. Why deal with some low leather sort of material when you could have
Well, I don't need
fine
leather.
silk or velvet?
Just plain old cloth.
Yes, well then that means that the man down the street must have better wares for this occasion then.
Get him, Connie!
Roll a persuasion check, Con.
Shots fired!
Wait, hold up. Oh, if I rolled the red one, I just want to see which one's gonna roll better. Oh god. That's a 9. It's persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
11.
Yes, I should think that they would have such trash material at another establishment.
Damn.
Well,
Trash material.
we appreciate your business.
I'm gonna get this guy pissed.
I'll be sure to come back here for any more high-end things that
Yes,
I may need.
if we wanted to look like we were going to hit town and sing ooh do 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 do, come hit my ass.
I apologize. My friend is a starting poet. We'll be leaving now. I will. How long may you think it takes to make that bag?
Did you hear Sondheim's new show? Do come hit my ass.
I was trying to think of something.
I think this could be done in about a day or two.
Yeah.
Very
The
well.
leather maker could make it in an hour.
Calm down. Thank you for your time. I will walk out.
Good luck in the theater, my friend. Good.
My god.
I walk out.
You cannot take Kami into social occasions.
Don't let him. We shouldn't let him know where we.
You leave the clothier.
Yes.
Just
At
you.
this point, you realize that you just commissioned a work without finding out how much it would cost. So have fun with that when you come back. You guys, where are you stashing this body?
Right here.
Back in the quarry?
Above the quarry where they were
Oh,
doing
well,
the...
no one will see it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Alright, so you put the body above the quarry.
Yeah, kind of where they were doing the fire. Or not the fire, they didn't have a campsite, but all the guys were.
Oh, so right at the northernmost point?
This is north.
This is the northernmost point?
So adjust it a little bit, but yeah.
It's an empty looking message.
That way, if they come back, they know
can
we're
get
not
their- get
fucking
friend.
around.
We already know I killed him.
Yeah, I know.
He's using his body as a meat shield.
Hopefully, he was a friend of theirs.
Here.
Probably.
Right.
I'm not very lawful good. I am. But it works with my feats, or my bonds and flaws. I refuse to be a victim.
Can you still use message on them, or are they too far?
We just,
It's
we're gonna.
120 feet.
I mean, we're walking down
Yeah.
now.
Mm.
And now
Depending
we are
on where
going
the
to...
weatherworks is.
I assume we just leave the body. I'm not going to bury it.
No.
Mm.
I'll
Gotta try to
just
kill
bury
us.
my body.
Now we're going to Imdar.
Okay, so now you're going to the All-Faith Shrine. You arrive at
that's way
the
too
open
far.
doors to this
Mhm.
building. Both Imdar and what's-her-face,
Yep.
Lemura, are talking about ceremonies that are being planned.
Imdar.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
They're
Galaban.
at the,
What can I'm terribly sorry about the events of last night.
I am as well. Thank you for your help. Would you know anything about these men who attacked us?
I'm afraid not, Galaban.
They have not done anything in the town before.
I'm sure that if there was people like that attacking people, that it would have been a much higher concern in the village.
I'm sure it would have been.
Wait. Where are they? They're at the.
We're at the
They're
shrine.
at the shrine,
Which is
the number 2
number 2.
Mm,
Oh no, they're not.
Or
too
number
far.
1.
We're
Yeah.
we're like right up the street from them. I could use a message from the leatherwork.
Imdar, if I may ask you a question, and I kind of usher him over to the side. Please excuse me, ma'am.
Can I come?
Yes. Have
Yes.
you are obviously a healer of some kind with your clerical abilities. Have you seen or heard of any men in town with limps or stab wounds or cuts in their leg?
It's still
Such as the ones that you were attacking last night.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that whoever it was that you encountered last night might be smart enough not to go to the priest that saw them running away for healing.
Agreed. Would your companion happen to know anything? Does she heal?
She does, but like me, she's here all day.
I don't believe they would come here.
Do you have another infirmary in town? Someone else capable of healing? I know all the locations, but I haven't heard of any doctor or healer.
I know of no one else who specifically runs in the business of healing, or
I feel like if they're the bringers of woe, they would have their own little hideout somewhere.
Perhaps. But it is good to eliminate all possible leads.
This is true.
Imdar, if I may ask, have you heard anything about Trickle Rock Cave?
Trickle Rock Cave?
Yes. Alberry mentioned it at some point. I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
I'm afraid not.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Do you have a symbol of Tempest that I could have? I don't have one. It's the recent discovery of this god that I really favor.
Well, I don't have anything that would be useful in channeling magic, if that's what you mean.
No.
But
not at all.
I do have several prayer patches. There's pieces of cloth with the image painted on them. Let me just look up what Tempest's symbol is. All right, he pulls a small patch of cloth out of his pocket with a painted image of an upright flaming sword on it, and hands that to you.
Thank you.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you
without
very
the
much.
shield design, obviously.
Thank you very much for your time, Imdar.
What do you?
Just out of character, I just realized that me liking Taylor's is really a really in character thing that I just realized because of my family's background.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Galabat.
We should take our leave, Krava.
Agreed. Thank you.
And we exit. I start to walk back to the inn, hoping to meet the others there.
Likewise, I'm just like yelling out, like, call me! Call me!
It's just like
Can I see them down the road?
Just a Goliath shouting with all of his constitution, "Kami!"
Do I hear it?
Oh yeah, like everyone in the town hears
Do you
that.
mind using your magic to maybe tell them to stop yelling?
Them.
Call me!
His message.
Are you around here?
All right, but you hear a voice in your head, or more like a
Brava.
whisper in your ear.
What?
Brava.
What?
What do you need?
Who is this?
What? It's Jarrell.
It's me,
Jarrell?
Calavan.
No, it's Jarrell in my head.
Oh.
Why are you in my head?
I see. That makes sense. What's he
I'm
saying?
using my magical talents to contact.
Bravo, what is he saying to you?
What do you want? He's
Tell him
talking
to
to me
meet
through
us at the
mage speak
table.
or whatever. I don't know.
You mean message?
What? What is that?
Does it give me an
What's he
out-of-game
saying?
headache?
We are at the
Bravo.
Leatherworks.
They
What
are
is
at
this?
the Leatherworks.
Oh, I know where that is.
What? Oh, where?
Let us go. I start walking towards the Leatherworks.
Get out of my head, please.
Great. This is what? 6?
Thank you.
Did he give you trouble?
He was rather confused.
That sounds about right. Can't read, can't magic.
If I can punch you in the face with that,
Roll a
I
listen
will
check to
throw
do that.
down.
I like as we're approaching the tailor, I just walk into the tailor. Not the tailor. The leather.
Leatherworks.
Yeah.
All right. You get into the Leatherworks and you come in like a few seconds afterwards. You see them.
Hi.
Pungent smell of tanned and oiled leather fills this crowded workshop, and the walls display leather saddles, reins, yokes, and harnesses for working beasts of all sizes. Stylish leather jackets, long coats, caps, boots, leggings, bracers, belts, baldricks, and full leather armor are also in stock of all sizes. There are 4 people and or 4 men and 1 woman in the room. The woman is younger than all of them, and she sees you and says, "Welcome to Chancel's Fine Harness."
Good morrow.
The same to you, madam.
I mean,
Jean,
I'm always here, though.
you both seem to be here for a reason.
Oh yes. Say, are you talented?
Oh, she
at-
is also, by the way, wearing leather armor stamped with the insignia of the business.
Wait, of the business?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
May I ask your name, ma'am?
My name is Thaindra Shancyril. I am the granddaughter of the original founder of this. No, that's not the symbol.
That's
No,
not
we're
the symbol. That's not the triangle. I thought that's what it looked like.
It was.
I
No,
was,
he's just drawing the one for
that's the ones the bringers of woe
Yeah.
were wearing.
I
That's not
know.
the one she's wearing.
I was just putting that up there for just to look at, you know.
Oh, it is great to meet your acquaintance.
Hmm.
I see you have a stamp on your armor.
Yes, this is the stamp of my business. I made this armor myself. She's also wearing belts filled with sharp knives, awls, and punches, all in custom sheaths as her belt strapped to her arms and legs. She looks like an adventurer.
Are you somewhat of a fighter, madam?
Oh, no, but I've always fancied wandering out into the world.
Oh yes, I do understand. My father was a blacksmith myself, so I did a lot of inventing with leather and armor and weaponry.
So, do you happen to specialize in making those emblems and armor?
I'm specialized in everything leather.
That's very interesting.
That wasn't in
What does that mean, huh?
I don't know. Can I
flirting
roll a
with her.
persuasion
She's
check?
mine.
Please don't.
Plenty of donkey leather in here.
Just got a new shipment of donkey leather.
Do you want me to turn into Oathbreaker? Because I'll burn down this whole building. I bought like 6 casks of oil
I
for
can't
a
tell if
reason.
he's winking or blinking.
Alright, so
Goat leather.
He winked.
So can you make custom stamps for the armor?
custom stamps?
Yes.
Yes. I could.
Insignias of people's request.
Yes.
Well, that's great.
So,
I was wondering if maybe, and I pull out the piece of armor that had the insignia, if anyone has come in and had this embroidered on.
She looks at it. Not to my knowledge, I've never seen this symbol.
Can I roll an insight check?
We're all rolling inside.
Right, insights?
Wait.
I'm looking at things myself.
Oh, that was a natural one, so the next one has to be good.
Nice.
Oop, 17 plus what's
22.
19.
Alright, she generally just seems to not have any recognition of the symbol.
And, madam, would anybody other than you happen to work on these wares? Doing the insignias?
I mean, she gestures back to the 4 men behind her. There's 3 people who work here full-time and 2 people who work here part-time. There's one of them. But all the orders go through me.
I see. And when you said you like going around and getting out of town, what do you usually do on your excursions, if I may ask?
I don't. I don't. I would love to.
I see.
But far more based in this land. I have to work on the business. Wandering off isn't a very steady source of income.
Of course. But you should always consider it sometime. There are plenty of things to do around town, it seems.
Have you no one in this business that you can trust to run the business without you?
I mean, there's no reason not to trust anyone who works here, as far as I know.
If I may ask a question, I didn't quite catch his name. Dornan and Lutrin, one of the elders.
Lurith?
Lurith?
I
Lurithin?
believe Lurith is his name.
Oh, that was an H instead of an N. That's why. Lurith and Dornan.
Yes, what about them?
Town elders. Do you know where we could find them? We just have some business to discuss with those gentlemen.
Well, Dornan usually stays at the office, his office at the southern quarry, I guess.
I see. Aha! That's the other office.
And Lurith actually runs the tannery that provides us with most of the leather that we use.
I see. And that is... We're at number 6 right now, right?
Yes.
And the tannery is...
all the way down on the western side of the long road at the very edge of Red
19.
Lodge.
I see. Thank you.
And has anyone possibly ordered armor in large quantities lately?
In large quantities, people usually just come and order one set for themselves if they were going to be buying armor from me.
So have you had any multiple orders of any kind? Perhaps one buyer buying multiple pieces? Because I know usually those sort of things don't happen.
No?
You
Can I
have
roll
your...
an insight check on that too?
Yep.
12.
16.
She's just searching her thoughts and can't come up with anything that seems like...
Is this your full staff? You don't have any workers
there's
sick?
one other part-timer. He's just not coming in today.
Apologies for all the questions, ma'am. We're just simply trying to get a lay of the land. New in town. I'm sure you understand.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion. Could you perhaps give me his name? 9 plus 5. 14.
His name would be Dalever Knight in Black.
Thank you. I will make sure that he's not swindling you or anything of that sort from
Why
working.
would he be swindling me?
Well, some people
He's fucking
pretend to be
narcissistic.
sick and
No, he's not
come
scheduled to
to
come in today.
Oh, really?
That's that.
What was the name again?
Dalever Knight in Black.
Thank
I
you.
apologize. My friend has a multitude of workers himself. He owns a bakery back home, and his workers seem to not like his...
Unreliable help, as I'm sure you... Well, maybe not in this town, no, but people can be unreliable, as always.
Well, I think it would be better if you don't assume randomly that people are unreliable.
Oh, of course not. I'm
Not all of
simply
us
speaking
are
from a
granted
friend.
with common sense, my friend. I apologize. We will be going.
Thank you so much.
Do you happen to have any small sacks. I'm not really looking for.
I bet.
They don't need to be durable. Just regular cloth and foot tall, perhaps.
I can check. Do we have any foot tall
Like
bags?
Bags. Yeah.
Like a scroll case?
It will be.
No, like a,
Drawstring bag.
yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
I see.
I say.
They pull up a
Drawstring
bag
bag.
of leather
Just
that's
the random facts
about
kind
that
of
size. She says, something like this would be maybe 6 silver pieces to purchase.
Wow, much better service than at the tailor.
Oh, what's his name?
So good.
I've forgotten his name. Helver?
Yes.
Oh, he's a pretentious asshole.
He was. I love this lady. Sorry.
Tommy's in love.
Tell me about it. He was going on about how much your shop means nothing in this town.
Oh, well, I can imagine that. He likes to go on like he's some sort of Waterdavian noble.
Yes, those sorts are rather irritating in their own way.
Well, if you'll buy the bag, we'll get going and leave you to do what you.
How many of there was there?
Well, she just pulled up the one bag if you wanted more.
Could I have about 3 of those?
3? A worker pulls up another one and can't seem to find a third one. We would have to work on that for a while. It shouldn't take too long, maybe a few hours.
2 is fine. Thank you.
Right, that's 12 silver pieces.
Will a gold and 2 silver work?
I mean, yes.
Alright, I give her a gold and 2 silver.
Can I buy them for just 1 silver?
Would you take
I got
220
an 18 in
coppers?
persuasion.
Huh?
Asked if I can buy both those bags for just a gold piece.
I already bought them.
Make it a roll with... He already paid for them.
So no, you can't buy them. You can pay him.
If you would like to pay me for them.
No.
Well, don't waste your money on gambling.
You're very pretty, thank you. 2! Sorry. Sorry.
She rests a hand on one of the knives and one of the sheaths.
Thank you very much, madam. We will be taking our
In the
leave.
most platonic way possible. I'm leaving.
Let's go.
I walk out, kind of flustered.
I give her a wink as I go. Wait.
Introduce the tanner today.
Wait. What's persuasion? Wait. What is it? Would be
It's
Plus
charisma.
2.
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah.
that's
21. I give her a
I kind of want to roll just so I can beat out Tommy so he can't be the best.
Slides her hand off of the knife.
I'm sorry.
Stop! Stop rolling!
You shut up, girl.
Let's go!
I grab him by the face. I'm just like, grab him by the ear. Let's go. Come on.
Can I punch her in the side?
No! Let's not roll initiative in the tannery.
Some of the men in the back are now raising the awls that they have.
Sorry, I'm leaving.
Let's go. Just go.
We got
I'm a giant. Huh?
Mine.
What am I?
What am I?
I'm pissed. I'm leaving.
I walk outside and I go, dibs.
On what?
Dibs.
On what?
Dibs.
Fuck you. Fine, I don't even know what this is for.
It's getting real late.
Sun's going down.
Grava just angry. I just want to be
Grava
nice.
shrinks down into a halfling.
No one gets it.
Alright, so you all walk out of the
Just had to calm down.
leather workers.
Stop touching my brother.
Shut up.
Shall we make our way to the tannery?
My,
I
You
want
just
to go
came.
adventuring.
Oh wait, no, the tannery is
Yeah,
a different
yeah, yeah.
place.
wait, we have the board house is something we were supposed to investigate.
Well, I believe it's fair to say that we have 3 possible leads. We need to talk to the other elders. One happens to be the tannery, which could give us a clue as to the leather piece you have. We have the other one, Dornan, who works at the quarry and could have passages into these caves that these men seem to have fled in. Correct.
Yeah, Delver Nightingale is. We need to find I don't know who would know where he lives, but I would suppose the best place to look would be the inn and the
Tavern.
boarding house.
He might live at the boarding house, which we can eliminate 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak.
How about we split up and one of us checks the tannery and the other the boarding house?
You both can do that. I'm going to go check the southern quarry.
Bravo, make sure you watch after him.
Fine.
So
If I don't kill something today, I'm gonna get
one of
paid.
you is going to the tannery, one is going to the boarding house, correct? And Grava and I are going to the quarry in case of any incident.
Something
I
better
can-
try to hit me.
I can make my way through the boarding house.
I mean, I don't mind going. Well, can we just go together?
Very well.
I'm-
then.
Yeah. You gotta come and just say, oh, can we go together?
Come
Do
on!
you mind if I join you? And we
I have anxiety.
I don't want to be by
Robert's getting
myself.
like antsy.
stay in
since
twos, I would say.
But he's nice.
Yeah.
We'll be off.
Alright, let's go to the quarry, Grava.
Okay.
So, boarding house and quarry?
Krava, behave.
Alright.
Fine.
Let's
Don't
do
worry, we'll get you some
the
girls.
boarding house
One
first
girl,
this
I
time.
want to get money.
Alright,
do that.
so this time, you
Nice
do
little
come up to the
skull and
3-story dilapidated boarding house with many balconies and outside staircases.
Make some money.
You step inside, and inside the place is a warren of narrow, creaky floored passages that snake around small rooms made of flimsy partition walls. However, the atmosphere is cheerful, if generally noisy. There's someone playing a flute somewhere, along with a mandolin. After you close the door behind you, you notice the bell ringing, and there is a older woman who comes in, a rail thin woman smoking a pipe, comes up to you. You here for rooms?
No, we're actually looking for a gentleman.
Who are you looking for?
We are looking for a Delaver Knight in Black.
Don't know him.
Roll insight. 12 plus. That might be 4. 16.
Her answer is so brief that you can only assume she's telling the truth. She doesn't seem like a person who cares either way.
Well, if maybe you could help us. One of our friends was somewhere in town when he was injured coming by a bandit. He had a broken shoulder and maybe walking with a limp. We were wondering if you may have seen him.
You're free to ask around, as long as you don't go barging into anybody's room.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, madam.
So, we're scanning the area for anybody with a broken shoulder or anything.
As you walk around, you come into a sort of
Can I
a
see?
small living room sort of thing with a fireplace in it, where the mandolin player, a woman, and a man playing a flute. There are 3 other people, one other teenage girl, and 2 men. And 2 men sort of look up at you, nod. The girl looks over at you, nods. 2 people playing music don't look at you. They're too enraptured in their music.
Music majors, am I right?
Wow. I walk over to the
I
2
love your
men
music.
and I extend my hand for a handshake. How are you, my gentleman? Good to see you.
Good to see you. You grip his hand. His hand is covered in like dusty dirt.
Dusty dirt. What? How goes it, gentlemen?
We're all right.
My name is Kami Shino, and this is.
Jaya.
We are looking for a friend of ours. He seemed to have injured himself. He was attacked by a bandit last night, and we were just riding into town. And we were wondering if maybe anyone has seen him. He has a broken shoulder and a limp.
What's his name?
Shit. Give me a second.
I'm gonna roll persuasion. Shit, that's 9 plus 5.
14. What's the
Roll 9 to 5.
Yeah, 9 plus 5, so that's 14. Do we really have to? He's such an asshole. I mean, I just can't.
Jarrell.
He's just okay.
Okay.
I try.
I'm sorry.
I try to help him, but then he just spits in my face. You know.
Jarrell, please. He's my sister's husband. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
A little heated there. I apologize.
I apologize.
The guy looks at the guy sitting next to him. Don't know anybody by that name.
Rolling inside. 15 plus 4.
19.
Seems highly suspicious of you.
We're always so suspicious. That's gonna be a different town. That's something.
Also, he really doesn't know anybody by that incredibly long name. You just
my brother's sister's husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you, gentlemen. We just hope he's not having sexual intercourse with someone other than my sister, or I'm going to ram my foot so far up his ass.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Save it for later.
Let me go. Let me go. Sleep, they don't know anything.
good luck finding him.
Oh. Hopefully not another woman. And then you snap at him.
We're making a great impression on this town so far.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So far, you have freaked out pretty much every single person who lives here,
Just
except
leave him.
Kaylessa and Imdar.
They like us, it seems.
What about Minnie? He likes me.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Harburg
And
saw
Pale.
us.
Harburg is a bit confused by you in general.
Mango. I just don't like Mango.
I don't
myself.
think Mangoboro has any choice but to like you.
I think it's just because I'm the only one who talks to
You
him.
might kill him. So are you leaving the boarding house?
No, we're gonna look around more.
Yeah, we're
Right.
going to continue to look.
Who else was in the room?
There were the man and the woman playing the music, and the one other teenage girl.
I don't want to talk to the teenage girl.
She just go kill Dorgan.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be one of those people in the playground. You know what I mean?
And
Is there any other rooms, like any other like lounge areas, a kitchen maybe?
There are people hanging out on the balconies around.
Okay. Then let's go up to the balconies.
Alright.
So we walk up the stairs, ladder, whatever it is.
You're passing by all the rooms with the closed doors that are rooms that people stay in. Heading upstairs, there's an older man standing by a woman leaning out over the railing on the balcony, smoking his own pipe. Hey.
Can I use my what's it called? My color blindness to see if I see any red blood on the floor? It's my superpower.
You don't see any red blood.
Okay, I just see gray.
How long have you two been standing out on this balcony?
I like to come up here to watch the business of the day.
Businesses.
Have you seen anybody with a strange limp, possibly?
A broken shoulder.
Injured people tend not to walk around too much.
Flint this way.
Amen.
That means there's nobody there to see them. I mean, these people might have seen
They
someone,
either
but
see a
don't know
priest
someone
or they stay inside and heal.
But we have this one.
Have you seen any priests walking
That was
around
this.
to other places other than
Which is
where?
the
Any
same
specific
way
room,
that,
maybe?
Priests don't come here too much.
Cave.
See the priest head to market and come back with food.
A lot's going
I'm
on.
gonna roll for insight.
We have this gold trap.
14.
Lance Rock is up here.
Yeah, he's a hard man to read. Doesn't even emote much.
Well, I guess
Where was the market?
I guess my brother-in-law is not here. I'm sorry to bother you, gentlemen. Gentle sir and woman. I walk away. Oh.
Oh, the market is this big open space of sand. Okay.
There's nothing in this town.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. It looks like a pretty empty
I
market.
thought that was a quarry.
It's the other quarry.
Yeah.
Hello, 4:30 bell.
Great. Well,
Since we're finding some dead ends here.
it's probably best to go to the tannery and see what we can see there.
Yes.
All right.
The dust that the guy had on his hand, was it like... Do I still have it on my hand by any chance? Or did I wipe it off?
I don't remember if you didn't like
Well,
say
what
you
kind
wiped
of...
it off.
Was it dust or was it like sand?
It was like dirt.
Was it...
It was dry dirt.
Like,
Look
Like
in my
soil
hand. What
dirt.
color is it?
It's brown.
it's brown.
Is the quarry brown or is it
Is it
gray?
because your skin's
The quarry is mostly like a dusty gray.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, what color was the quarry?
It, gray,
I never
Nice.
explained to you guys that I was colorblind.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Like every single time that this comes up. At the very first
Ow.
game, you
So
explained to everybody.
probably-
I thought I didn't say it in character, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Well then that's why I'm bringing it up, because I'm
Okay.
like, they're gonna look at me crazy.
It's, it's... Do you have some vision problems, friend?
Oh, no, I'm just... Memory escapes me when I wipe it off.
Very well.
Let's get going. To the tannery.
All right, so you guys are going over to the quarry.
Yeah. First.
That was a weird light.
I always turn off the wrong
thing.
light. Okay.
I'm trying to find the quarry. There it is.
Yeah, the southern quarry.
So you guys walk up to a plain square building that is coated in a gray-white shroud of rock dust. This is the business office of the busy Dornan Quarry, which has more workers going in and out of it than the Melico Quarry.
Can I see down the path? I don't want to walk there. I just want to see. Do I see any large cave entrances? I see the body of water on the map, but I don't know if I see that.
No, looking down the path, you just see the hill rise up and over. You can't see the quarry from there.
I knock on the door.
Door opens up and a man in a fanciful dress comes up to you.
Sorry, I just...
Yes, welcome to Dornan's, quarry office. What can I do for you?
Hello, sir. My name is Galavan Warmheart. I am a representative of the Order of the Gauntlet. This is my friend here, Krava.
Hello.
He's from out of town, and as am I. I was wondering if we could have a moment to ask you a few questions.
Of course, come right in.
Thank you very much, sir.
Inside, the office displays samples of cut stone as well as labeled raw samples from the quarry. Records of orders and old employment rolls are neatly sorted in cabinets behind a wooden counter.
I was just wondering, sir, you have obviously two different quarries in town. One is owned by you and one by a friend of yours?
By Alberi Melico, one of the other elders of the town.
I see. Do you two work together, or is that separate?
We run separate businesses, but we run the town as equals.
Are you the only two elders?
No, there are several elders. Why do you ask?
Just trying to get acquainted with the town. Obviously, I'm new, and, well, I want to know who I'm talking to. I knew of you, but I had already spoken to, Alberi.
Ah, yes, well, the other elders are Lurith over at the tannery, Whalver at his wagon works, and Bethender at, I forget, the storage warehouses.
Thank you. And I was wondering, you've obviously, this is a quite expanded quarry. It has been here for a while. Do you have old caved-in mines, old paths that are no longer used, or have you had incidents in the past?
You're looking for some sort of adventure spelunking into caves?
Well, I have to say I am quite the adventurer myself, but I'm wondering, we've heard tales of this, what was it? Oh, Trickle Rock Cave. Do you know anything about that?
I do. I know of quite, there are stories of some legendary treasure hidden out in that cave.
Krava is smiling. He's happy.
And where would this cave be?
Let me look back. That's the wrong map.
I'm like, yes.
You told us.
Nodding my head.
We already know it.
I just want to make sure it's the same answer.
It's up to the northeast along the large path just inside the Somber Hills.
I see. Was there ever anything in your caves, in your quarries, or are you simple workers?
I wish, or I would not be living here in Red Larch.
I quite understand, sir. Well, I don't believe I have any further questions. One last thing. We have heard utterances around town of things, the things towards Lance Rock, the tomb, maybe you heard something about that.
Skull in a tree with an arrow through it?
Would your workers have noticed anything odd lately?
In the quarry?
Well, I suppose in the quarry generally, but I mean especially in the quarry. They are your workers.
Nothing odd happens in my quarry.
I
If anything
see.
happens, I have it documented. None such things.
And what time do you usually stop production? Or, what would be the word? Stop your work, so to speak.
Workers work at dawn, stop working at sunset.
Makes sense.
General rule of
Working.
employment.
Understood. I don't believe I have any further questions. I just mainly came to ask about that cave that you seem to know a little bit about. Well, thank you very much for your time, good sir. Wish you a good day.
There is a mic right there, Adolfo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
All right.
I'm trying to find which
So
dice
you're
works the best.
leaving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to the tannery that you guys are headed to. Trying to find. There it is. All right. This looks like a warehouse, and it reeks with an eye-watering, throat-closing stench that obliterates all other smells within a bowshot of the place.
Oh, good heavens.
Inside are stretching racks, cutting tables with sharp knives and scraps of tanned hide, a back room of finished leather ready for sale, and 6 huge open-topped vats containing various foul-smelling, caustic liquids used in tanning. Step inside, and there's an old man, or an older man, and 5 other terse-looking assistants. And it says, welcome to the tannery.
How go, friend?
We're just working on our business. What brings you here?
Curiosity, mainly. My name is I almost said my actual name. My name is Kamishino. This is Jarrell. Yes.
I am Ulro Lurith.
Pleasure to meet you. Are you one of the elders of this town?
I am.
It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. We have been here for a few days, and we're just trying to better understand the people of it and try to introduce ourselves and be neighborly.
Well, welcome.
I do have a few questions for you, if you don't mind me asking.
Questions about my work?
More importantly, doings of the town. Such as these rumors we've heard about, what was it?
I really don't know what you're trying to suggest.
What are we asking him?
Wonderful.
Let's go explore the cave.
Says
From a mile away.
Lance Rock, I guess we can ask him about it, but we're trying to find leads, but I don't want to give off too much about.
ain't gonna be.
Maybe we should come back later.
I agree.
Stop talking to these elders.
It's
They're all
still the morning.
hiding shit. Make an excuse that you have to go. Say you have to poop your pants.
Your voice usually messes.
Great.
Have you made any special branding devices for...
I mean, we just tan leather here.
I was just curious if you have any.
Yes.
Inside check.
My
14 plus 4, 18.
They just tan leather here.
I do apologize. I totally escaped my mind. My sister is getting married. and her husband needed us to, what was it? Pull flowers or some other queerly duty? That's a word.
Find his
Big.
ring. I pull out the electric and silver ring I had on my inventory.
Oh, good heavens. I apologize. We must be going. A pleasure to meet you. Hopefully we'll see you again. Let us go.
All right. Where are you guys headed?
Back to the inn.
Yeah, back to the... We go to
We need to
the...
ask the
Yeah.
we need to ask Kaylessa about Delva, Knight in Black.
Just out of character, I'd like to note that whenever me and Trey go and talk to somebody, it's always an improv comedy show to see what the hell we're talking about.
All right, you guys show up back at the inn.
Well, Dornan didn't seem to know anything, but first I will say that there seems to be an awful lot leading us along the large path. First we have Lance Rock, we have the Skull and Tree,
Steady income.
the Trickle Rock Cave, as
There we
Krava
go.
is pointing out.
Hmm.
I don't know about your
Lance
reconnaissance.
Rock is in the opposite direction of the large path.
Got nothing.
Oh, it is? I wrote down the large path on my notes.
Whether or not someone is hiding inside of the boarding house is yet to be seen, and the tannery knew nothing.
Well, then perhaps it is good that we not give away too much information too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be the time to leave town and see what other evidence we can find elsewhere.
Agreed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I have a feeling more of these utterances are tied together than we may think.
We've heard a lot of happenings going on in the Somber Hills.
Hey, if those guys are bringing woe, that's where it's happening.
Mm.
You're not wrong.
This.
This
Mango
skull.
Ball.
Perhaps that has something to do.
In the
Mango
tree.
Ball did mention something about a mist. It sounds very woeful.
A mist?
He
Yes,
said
a
it when we
fog.
walked in. Something about a fog or mist that seemed to be coming in the mornings.
I don't recall, I'm sorry. My mind seems to be scattered today. But if that is what he said, then perhaps we should investigate.
I would suggest Lance Rock. It seems something we were informed about a few days ago.
Lance Rock
Yes.
isn't on the large path?
No, Lance Rock
It's
is in the exact
long
opposite
road.
direction.
Oh, well then never mind.
So the southern long road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lance Rock is no, the Somber Hills are northeast.
So are we going along the southern road, or are we taking the large path?
I say we take a boat.
Well, in the Somber Hills is where people have been saying the lightning has been coming from the ground, as well as what else? The fog and Trickle Rock Cave would be there, and yeah, it seems there's a lot going on in the Somber Hills, and the Somber Hills is up the road from that quarry in which we encountered them.
Can I can roll if I need. Recall the information that we were given about Lance Rock, about what was the general interest of it.
You remember you were told that there was talk of disease in that area.
Ooh,
Bless you.
I
Plague.
get immunity to that later on. So I say we go to Red Larch.
I think Red Larch.
You're in Red Larch.
I mean the large path.
The large path would probably occupy our time a lot more. It will give us some time to better equip ourselves.
Yes.
As we have seen, we were attacked pretty harshly last night.
So you're saying we should equip ourselves first?
I'm ready to go.
I say we take the day and we take maybe a few hours and equip ourselves properly and then head out.
I'm ready.
Are we in need of any more steeds in which to travel? at
I
a
ride on
better
Crawford's
pace?
back, so it's
I'm fine with walking.
If I had the money, I'd get a horse for Albert.
For Albert
Coming.
to ride.
Yes, I would get
So
a
you
wagon.
can get an Albert kid.
I would get a wagon for Albert so that he could haul our gear, but I cannot afford that. So
I can't afford a horse.
I'm fine with walking.
Perhaps if we pulled together, we might be able to afford a wagon.
I'm fine with walking.
if we are planning on making any extenuous trips, I'm just trying to make sure that we are able to get there efficiently. And
I'll carry what I need on my back and doing it now.
how much gold does everyone have? Maybe we can put it together.
Out of character. 17. Oh shit. 18.
17 gold.
I have 18.
What?
What?
I have 3 gold pieces.
17.
I have
What the fuck?
14.
I have
Bounty hunters.
at least 25 gold on my person.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
I really can't feel my ale addiction on this, guys.
I mean,
It's the ale addiction that got you to this point in the first place.
It's true.
out of character, I gotta figure something out. Because I'm...
I don't want to kill these guys.
Where games ended soon.
Yeah, I know.
We'll probably end it, and then at the next game you'll head out.
Definitely.
Where can I buy gasoline?
Nowhere. It
Oil.
hasn't been invented.
Where can I get something like a flammable liquid? Like
Oil, like lamp oil, you can get from a goods store.
Which I probably will go to.
Yeah, you
as
go
well.
over to the
yeah, we should stop by a good store and get, because I out of character, I want to make fire bombs.
That's my thing.
You want that? Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I've already made them.
Yeah, and it's £2.
Oh, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I've got
well
two,
then
yeah. I
you
paid
make
one.
them and give me some.
No,
I'll pay for
they're
it.
mine.
So
They're a gold each.
Yeah, I just walked off to the armory. and bought a
Bravo
hand
walked
axe.
away as you were talking.
I came back with a hand axe.
Like half an
I
hour.
don't even know.
Where did you get that?
I bought it while you were talking.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Well, let's spend the rest of the day preparing then. Perhaps take a rest and be on our way.
I'm ready.
So where were you going?
Well, we're not crap.
the good store.
Which one?
I can just shop in between the games.
Huh?
I have like 2 on my list. I don't know what either one specifies in.
I got 2 Phoenix.
There is a...
Tools and goods, and then there's another one that just says goods.
Is there a pet shop? Maybe I can buy an owl.
Yeah, Gale Cruz is Tools and Goods at number 17. It's also a barber and also a tavern. And then 22 is the Sundry shop that has just a general collection of random objects.
Ooh.
Alright. Then, I would say the
Is this your phone?
tools and goods at 17 would be
Who's
the best place to go. That's
mine.
fine.
Well,
Right, headed to 17?
Yeah.
All of you?
I think everybody's packing up. What are we doing?
I'm going to shop in between the games because I have a list of the items that I need to buy.
Alright.
I guess we can all do that. And if we don't play tomorrow, then we can just... I guess if we do play tomorrow, then we'll just begin on the...
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And if we don't, then that's what Friday's for.
Still recording?
Yep.
Don't
Bye,
worry.
everybody.
everyone.
Bravo's gonna
Hey,
kill
guess
someone
what?
next episode.